Chula Radio Plus presents Chula Innovations Unlocked.
In late 2023, hundreds of delegates from all over the world headed to Bangkok to attend the Thailand Halal Assembly 2023. The theme of this international conference was Digitalizing Halal Initiatives for Fostering Halal Trust. Chula Innovations Unlocked had the chance to talk to Associate Professor Dr. Winai Dahlan, founder and director of the Halal Science Center, Chulalongkorn University, and found out that this international forum aims not only to benefit Muslims.
So, Dr. Winai, what exactly is the objective of this international conference?
International conference about the halal science, and I have to mention that the halal science is just a new term. Before that, it never exists because the halal is about the religion. It's about the Islam. Time to time, the people in the region, they think that there's nothing to have some involvement of the science and technology. Finally, they have some problem about the food
Contamination?
contamination. Yes, and it's so complicated. It's rather difficult to explain. And also for the Islamic scholar, rather difficult to judge can be consumed or not.
Halal or haram?
Halal or haram. At that time, you know, this case it happened in Indonesia in the year 2001.
Right.
And I think this is the smart of the Thai policymaker in NASDB.
Okay.
They thought that at that time, hey, we are not a Muslim country, we better use science technology to verify this is halal or not halal. They propose to the government that we better have laboratory. And at that time, in Chulalongkorn University, we found that the laboratory at the Faculty of Applied Health Science 20 years ago, working on the Muslim consumer protection.
Right.
Yeah, at that time I had a small machine. I use it to detect some adulteration or contamination in the food, whether it's halal or not halal. I use some equipment with some scientific procedure.
Right.
Then finally, the government, the people from the NSDP and the government came to us, asked whether we'd like to have a fund.
That's a good start.
Good start. And they thought that this should be a benefit for Thailand as a non-Muslim country.
Okay.
That is a new concept for the science technology for approving the status of the halalness. We accepted the offer.
Right.
And finally, we came to the cabinet resolution for establishing halal science laboratory in Chulalongkorn University at that time. And after we developed many procedures for the verification of the halalness,
Yes.
then we developed something from the beginning to the end. You know, through supply chain in the industry.
Right.
Because there is not only laboratory. Laboratory is just one tool.
Yes.
For the science technology. There's also the preparation of the packaging,
Logistics.
about many things, right? Then we set up the role of science technology for verifying the state of the halalness, and finally we introduced to the public about the concept, and also at the same time we developed the laboratory for that. And in the year 2006, I received an award from the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Right.
We were at that time the first halal science institution ever in the world.
In the world.
We received an award, and we feel that this is a good way for raise up the status of the halalness for Thailand.
Right.
That's different from other countries. Even in the Muslim country, for example, in Indonesia.
Right.
They believe that this should be the right way for approving the state of the halal
Right.
For the consumer. right? The university, the scientists from the university came together, and Indonesia quite easy because they have plenty of laboratory in the university,
Right.
and they all together Muslim. They can discuss quite well together.
Okay.
20 years after, they 400 halal science laboratory in Indonesia.
Okay.
They have a network and come. Can you guess about Thailand?
So I would speculate at least 100?
3.
3. Okay, that's not too many.
And only one lab in Chulalongkorn University. This is the disadvantage of our
Okay.
society.
Right.
To invest in the laboratory is rather expensive. But anyway, we work globally. It doesn't matter if we have only one single laboratory in Thailand. We have even more in Indonesia and
Right.
in Malaysia. We better form a network. And finally, we pave the way for other institutions to follow.
Right.
And we introduce the concept of science technology to many other halal standardization.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think finally come to the aim, the purpose of our conference. Frankly, we really need network.
Network.
In order to build up the network, you cannot work alone.
International partnership.
Yes. When we initiated the first Halal Science Forum around 16 years ago,
Okay.
rather difficult to find the paper, scientific paper.
Right.
And until now, we have a lot. And now we introduce the Halal Journal. And you see now, Indonesia, for example, very active. Definitely we need the hand from the Islamic scientific scholar.
Right.
They came to help us. And they are very good.
Right. So when science meets faith, the lives of not only Muslim consumers, but everybody in the production line, everybody in the entire stream becomes better, right?
Yes, yes.
So now we're adding, according to the concept of the event, digitalizing halal initiatives. How has the digital concept going to develop the halal concept in Thailand?
Halal, some people think about the Islam. But the industry, they think about the market.
Right.
Right?
Of course.
They think market.
Money talks.
And the market, huge. In Thailand, even they are not Muslim. Finally, they can have the benefit from the halal market economy. They call it economy, halal economy. Each year, 200 billion.
200 billion. Wow.
Huge. $6 billion
Per year.
per year.
And the growth is climbing.
Around 15%.
Wow.
Growth. The people finally who get the benefit from halal market, halal economy, they are all non-Muslim.
That's interesting.
Investor,
Uh-huh.
the people in industry, they are non-Muslim. The worker, farmer, working in the industry, and also the farmer in the field,
Okay.
they are all non-Muslim. And this is make us happy. In Islam, we have been taught to be the upper hand, the one who give.
Right.
And halal is the way to give to
Right.
the society.
Okay.
And we think finally we convince the government to give us support. And now they give us even better support.
Right.
Our laboratory in Chulalongkorn University, you will find more than 200 pieces of state-of-the-art scientific equipment.
Right.
You never seen in other places. In university, this is the good place. One of good thing in Chulalongkorn, we work from the bottom.
From the bottom up.
Bottom. The Halal Scientific Laboratory is initiated by one single scientist. Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah. If I think if I work in other universities, for instance, maybe it's rather difficult. In Chulalongkorn, the executive people in the university feel that if you like to do it, do it.
Right.
And finally, we organized the Halal Science. As I mentioned, the main objective is to build up the network. You know,
Yes.
think in the scientific way. Finally, we can grow up our idea, concept, belief,
Right.
faith, anything, right? And now we have a very good team, and the people who do the journal come to join us. The people who work in the research field, the people who interested in developing the innovation, they come.
Right.
We expand our activity. We have the Center for Innovative Development in Nakhon Nayok. Sources of budget come from many more places. Before that, we worked only for the lab, but now for the innovation,
The private sector?
industry.
Okay. Right. Now, from what you said, science plus faith equals better life for not only Muslim consumers, but everybody in the supply chain. The concept for this time is digitalizing halal initiatives. Once the digital technology comes in, how does that progress the halal development?
You know, very difficult if you have to discuss time to time with something with in another field. For example, as a scientist, when we discuss with the people in religion field,
Right.
rather difficult because we have the different mentality. Finally, we have some common interests.
Okay.
Technology.
Mhm.
No need to explain to the religion people how to use a mobile.
Right.
They learn automatically.
Life
They
is much
know-
easier.
They understand about the benefit of the technology. They accept.
Okay.
If finally we have a common acceptance for the technology. Then finally we think that it's rather difficult to discuss with the people from the Islamic organization about the benefit of laboratory to prove the fact of the adulteration or something, because at the time that they said it's not necessary for them.
Right.
Then we use technology to explain. But to go directly to the Islamic organization, better to find some media, the center person. Then we discuss with the industry. In Thailand, there's something special.
Which is?
In Thailand, if you go to some other country, they said, okay, industry must have the something like the system of ISO, one number,
Okay.
9,000. In Thailand, if 9,000 is compulsory, and the industry they get it, they feel it's not enough. They would like to go further.
Right.
This is the characteristic of the people in the Thai industry. They're different from other.
They want to go. They want to make it better.
Some people ask, we don't understand about the mentality of that people.
Right.
You know, they go from this to step to this. For example, we set up the system of the halal. We call the halal standardization system. We name it HalQ. This is not compulsory. It's a voluntary. If you like to have it, we offer you the system. But you have to understand that this is nothing related to the halal accreditation by Islamic organization. You know, until now we already implement the system in 1,112 factories.
Wow.
Countrywide.
Across the country.
They're not mandated for that. They're voluntary. If you like to have it, we are ready to instruct you how to use the system and something like that.
Right.
They come and implement our system. One day, I came back from foreign country. Then I met a big group of Malay people come to visit us.
Right.
Asked me 2 questions. How you introduce your system to the industry? I said, I don't know. They just come.
They just came. And 2?
The 2, how we work with the Islamic organization, because we are difficult. for scientists in other places to work with their Islamic organization, something. I said, we really don't understand, but finally they feel that they have no other choice. Finally they have to accept about the role of the science technology for that.
I see.
Now I think that finally we make a good progress on that.
Apart from the dozens of achievements and their awards shown at the international event, one of the innovations we asked Dr. Winai Dahlan to talk about was the Halal Route Mobile Application.
So this is the Halal Route,
Yes.
right? Initiated by your team.
Yeah, by myself.
Oh, yourself. Okay.
Yeah, but not about the digital technology. Just a concept.
The concept. All right.
Yes. One day in Krabi province, I met the big biker, 20 big biker from Malaysia. They came.
Oh, Malaysians. Okay.
Yeah, they know me. They know me, and they said, "Hey, Dr. Winai, beautiful Thailand, but rather difficult to find halal food."
That was the pain point.
Yeah. And then they complained, and at that time we discussed together. Finally come to the conclusion that we better have an app.
An application.
Yeah.
All right.
How we make it different.
Okay.
That's the point. And I said, okay, from the border of Malaysia, go to the north until to Chiang Rai, to the east until to the Raja Patet, or to the west to Tak.
Okay, got it.
From the Sadao, if you go to Prachuap,
Right.
how many hours? Then we better check the time, and then finally, okay, you come from here 7 o'clock, and then you better have lunch here, and that's why we call it Halal Route.
Okay, so we have here, that's the route. There's restaurant,
Yeah,
hotel accommodation,
all.
mosque. Okay.
Islamic.
What's this?
Give like the direction for prayer.
Towards Mecca.
Yeah, Mecca.
Okay. Prayer time.
Yeah. Prayer time, because Muslim have 5 times
Okay.
for praying every day.
I see.
Then, for example, for the afternoon pray, what time?
And where will you be?
Yeah, okay, then, right.
Islamic calendar.
Yeah,
Okay.
Islamic calendar, because our calendar is different. We set up in the more than 5,000 Muslim restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah, we set up the system there.
Okay.
And then when finally from the app, they find, okay, this is the restaurant, the name of the restaurant
Okay, let's
in
go for
some
restaurant.
exactly
Oop.
location. Okay, this is the Thai food or something.
Okay.
Okay, street food.
Street food. All right.
We started from Bangkok.
Okay, let's go to
We
Bangkok.
go to Khon Kaen. We
Okay.
try to find a halal restaurant
Okay.
along the way, right? And then we check the one halal restaurant nearby, and at what time we will reach that
I
destination or
see.
something. Okay, you see that
Okay.
restaurant
So
there. There is also many masjid here.
right. And what would be the next step or the next project for the Halal Science Center of Chulalongkorn University?
One thing that we really need, the government need, and even the people need, we would like to cross over middle income country trap. Yeah, we would like to be something like a developed country. It means that we have to boost up our income. Finally, we found that it's not from the industry, it's not from the government, it must come from the people.
Right.
We never seen any country without innovation are able to reach to the level of developed country, Korea, Taiwan, and so on. But then they have to develop
Have to
their
innovate
own
something. Yeah.
their own innovation. Then Thailand is considered something like OEM country. Yeah, you know, we are hired by other country to produce something.
Right.
We never have anything from our own. Our next step is to create the people, especially for SME, startup, to build up their own innovation. We now have the center in Nakhon Nayok.
Right.
We call it Innovation House. Innovation House. We train the people, SME and so on, to introduce to them about the concept, the way to produce innovation. This is our dream. Finally, to instruct the lay people or to introduce their idea.
Right.
Finally, to reach to the innovation.
So it's no longer in the concept of developing or innovating anything, but a bigger picture would be to inspire people to develop
yes, you did.
based
you
on
did the right
scientific
word.
and innovation.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Wow.
Anybody can be like that.
Wow.
I visited Singapore several times. The students there, they have their own innovation. How can? You see?
Right.
And then we better. We have even more population.
Resources.
Yes,
as well.
resources. Yes, and then we better introduce the knowledge. We have to knowledge them. I think this is our dream.
Right.
And then we work so hard on that. Now we have the club, innovation club in Nakhon Nayok.
Okay.
Yeah, you see here. This is the innovation that we gain some award from several countries.
Yes.
Some piece come from the villager, and we develop some precision farm and so on. And finally, we have some concept. For example, we have one method to produce one food. You know how many innovation we can produce?
I have no idea.
Million.
A million? Okay.
One technique,
Ah.
one perception, million. Why? Because the species of the plant animal, how many? Can you imagine?
Yes.
Then we can, and Thailand is resources for such a raw material. We are rich, and we instruct to the lay people. Already, the product from the banana.
Okay.
Okay. Can you produce other thing?
Mango.
Yeah. Okay, mango. And finally,
okay.
yeah. Okay. Then you have one more product.
Okay.
Another. You see. Finally, they feel that to produce an innovation very easy. Before that, we all the time think this is so difficult.
I see. What you're doing here is really great. I mean, not only, like I said, not only for the Muslim population, but also for everybody in Thailand.
Yes.
So thank you so much for your time on Chula Innovations Unlocked, and
Thank
wish
you.
you the best of luck.
Thank you.
ขอบคุณ
Thank
มากครับ
you.
อาจารย์ครับ
Chula Innovations Unlocked is produced and presented by Superjohn Klinsawan. This program is brought to you by Chulalongkorn University.